Fans of the Real Housewives of New Jersey have watched Teresa and Joe Giudice's daughters grow up right before their eyes, showing immeasurable strength while navigating the repercussions of their parents' fraud convictions. They've evolved into passionate, resilient young women. This is the untold truth of the Giudice girls. Real Housewives of New Jersey fans have witnessed the Giudices' legal troubles play out over more recent seasons of the show. The Daily Dish reported that in October 2018, a judge ordered Joe Giudice to be deported back to Italy after serving his 41-month prison sentence for mail, wire, and bankruptcy fraud. A year later, he was shipped back to Italy after serving months in an ICE detention center.
We're still fighting. The fight's still not over.
Though Joe's appeal was rejected, his daughters refused to give up hope. According to Page 6, Gia launched a Change.org petition called Stop the Deportation of Joe Giudice in April 2019, the same month after her father's appeal was denied. The petition, which has amassed more than 105,000 signatures as of April 2020, urges President Trump to pardon the father of four. In it, Gia claims that Joe has been living in the U.S. since he was an infant and already did his time. She wrote, "He knows nothing of Italian culture, laws, societal norms. He has no immediate family and will not be able to secure work in this foreign land. My father is not a danger to society. He is a warm, loving man." During season 10 of the series, Teresa admitted that it could be a year and a half before Joe's ruling is finalized, so there's not much to do but wait. Teresa became a Bravo mainstay because she knows how to craft some pretty captivating drama, and it looks like her eldest daughter, Gia, is learning from the best of them. Though it hasn't escalated to a table flip, the then 19-year-old Rutgers student found herself in a bit of a housewives love triangle in 2019. Gia's date for prom was none other than Frankie Catania, the son of fellow Housewives castmate Dolores Catania. The pair, who share a 3-year age gap, have apparently been tight since they were tots, but as all high schoolers know, who you bring to prom is stone-cold serious business. Of course, fans suspected their friendship had blossomed into romance, and it certainly didn't help that Dolores told the outlet at the time, "I could have married them there."
Frankie, be good.
Bye, guys. Have fun.
Like a statue, right? Like this, all night.
Still, it seems like Frankie was relegated to the friend zone after the star shipped off to college. According to Hollywood Life, Gia revealed her new boyfriend, Christian Carmichael, by tagging him in a TikTok video. Dolores said, "You know, I was there when Frankie learned about her boyfriend. It's not the right time for them right now. Seeing my life, I've taught my kids that timing is everything." Gia is planning to be a career woman. According to Page 6, the college student is, quote, thriving despite her father's deportation case. And it certainly seems like it's motivated her to embark on getting her law degree. Teresa told Page 6 that her eldest daughter is starting her journey at Rutgers University, adding, "I'm happy for her. You know, this is her new chapter in her life, and I'm living vicariously through her because I wasn't allowed to go away. She FaceTimes me all the time. I love it."
She's my first one, and she sets the example for my other three.
Gia's certainly been studying hard, but rumor has it that the underage student has been playing even harder. In a report from All About the Tea, Gia was spotted at a tailgate with her mom, allegedly drinking what appeared to be a can of White Claw. The so-called evidence is a blurry picture, so it could have been a Red Bull. But then again, it wouldn't exactly be the first time an underage student snuck a drink at a college football game. Teresa's second oldest daughter, Gabriella, isn't that far behind sister Gia when it comes to having major career goals. During the Housewives Season 10 after show, the proud mom admitted that Gabriella has a laser-sharp focus on education and doesn't seem that into the family business of reality TV. In fact, she chose school over attending the after show with her sisters. As the holder of a perfect attendance award, it was just too much for Gabriella to risk. Teresa said,
Gabriella, she has OCD. She does not want to miss school. And she's very, does everything by the books, which is, I love that.
As of spring 2020, the teen is only a freshman in high school, so she's still a little far off from taking the SATs and applying for college, but her mother has high hopes. Teresa revealed to Page 6 that Gabriella is in all honors classes and should, quote, be able to get into any school she wants. Though Joe's legal troubles have been hard on all his kids, Milania seemed to be struggling the most. In an interview with BravoCon in 2019, Teresa admitted that her then 15-year-old daughter's grades began to slip. Fortunately, the teen has made a huge effort to pull herself out of that hole and adopted a new lifestyle that's healthier for both mind and body. Teresa revealed,
You know, my girls had to grow up
quick, because of everything we've been through.
She added, Milania has had the hardest time, but she has turned around. She saw a therapist last year, and she was having trouble in school. Now this year, she's doing really good in school. Milania also learned how to channel her stress into a fitness routine that included cardio in the morning and weights at night. Perhaps she was also partly inspired by her mother's amazing prison transformation. Teresa told Hollywood Life that she hired a nutritionist for Milania, and they've been hitting the gym together. The teen has since lost more than 40 pounds by sticking with her new healthy lifestyle. She even inspired Housewives star Jennifer Aydin to start her own weight loss journey. Though Milania was just in her tweens, she still had the type of music career some people would kill for. During season 9 of the show, the aspiring rapper hit the studio with Fetty Wap's producer to create her single, I Can't Wait to Grow Up. She was then surprised by the Garden State rap legend at her debut performance, which was, of course, televised. But it turns out, Milania's music career wasn't actually about the fame at all.
I want her to express herself, and it suggested singing and rapping could help her get through this rough time.
According to Page 6, she used her music to deal with her father's absence. And it looks like it worked. She's also since moved on to other interests. Teresa told The Tab in 2019, I think she's taking a break with the whole song thing. She's like, Mommy, I think I'm going to take a break now. She's like, maybe I'll revisit it when I'm 18. I thought that was so cute. According to E! News, Joe started his prison sentence in 2016, and he's been largely separated from his family ever since. At the time of his incarceration, his eldest daughter, Gia, was about 14 years old, and his youngest daughter, Audriana, was only 6. During a particularly heartbreaking episode of the show, fans watched the Giudice sisters come to a gutting realization. Audriana was so young when her father was put away that she barely remembers him.
Dad always does that, smile when he's, annoyed with taking pictures.
As Teresa and her 4 girls looked through old family photos, Gia asked her youngest sister if she remembered the time she spent with her father, and Gabriella replied for her.
Audriana, do you remember a lot of it now, with Daddy and stuff?
Probably not.
Gia added, it's very hard watching Audriana not remember any of these moments because I have so many memories that I could think of with my father, and she has very few. Since my father left, we always wished just to be a family again, just to live under the same roof again. It's been 4 years since we've been a family, and until my father is back, it's never gonna feel the same. Fortunately, Audriana had a chance to build new memories when she was briefly reunited with her dad Joe in November 2019 during a family trip to visit him in Italy.
I love you, Audriana. I love all yous.
There are just some things you keep from your kids, and if you're a reality star, one of those is the awful tabloid gossip. Joe and Teresa have been plagued with cheating rumors pretty much from the second Joe began his prison sentence. The most enduring seems to allege that Teresa was hooking up with the pool boy while Joe was away.
Look, Andy, I'm in here, she's out there. I don't know what's going on.
Other rumors claim Joe was the one who cheated on Teresa throughout their marriage, which she seemed to give some credence during season 10 of the show.
He had a separate cell phone with one girl.
You know that for a fact?
Yeah, I found it.
Regardless of what actually happened, the kids shouldn't have been involved in any of it. Still, during the season 10 finale, Teresa claimed her kids didn't know about the rumors because they, quote, don't look on the internet. But Joe's brother, Pete Giudice, ended up spilling the beans to Gia. Teresa said, Gia found out from my brother-in-law, which I ripped him a new for it. Like, if you have something to say, you call me. Me. Everyone knows the tabloids stir up unnecessary drama. Hopefully, Gia just shrugged it off. Each of the Giudice sisters seem to have their own thing. Gia is in college studying to be a lawyer, Gabriella is a soccer star and honors student, and Milania is a former singer who's loving the world of fitness. But even though Audriana is so young, she's definitely growing into her own passions too. But fans of the show don't know a lot about the littlest Giudice. For someone whose mom is a reality star, she's certainly a bit shielded from the public eye. Still, the arguably lowest-key daughter in Teresa's brood does have an affinity for the stage. Audriana is extremely passionate about dance, and according to Bravo, she performs with a team in competitions. In February 2020, Teresa posted an Instagram photo of her daughter all dolled up for the competition wearing sequins and some very grown-up red lipstick. And then, of course, there was the pic of Audriana with her awards. Milania and Audriana may be children, but they're not wearing the limited two of yesteryear. Instead, these girls have a passion for fashion. At just 9 years old, Audriana posed for a pic on Instagram wearing Chanel slides like a budding fashion influencer. And Milania seems to have similar influencer aspirations, singing about landing in Vogue magazine and front rows of runway shows in her single, I Can't Wait to Grow Up. It looks like the reality TV daughter did one better than her song suggests. She wasn't just sitting front row at a fashion show, she and Audriana were in the show. According to Teresa's Instagram stories, Audriana and Milania got a chance to participate in New York Fashion Week. Audriana walked in the Cosmopolitan show that took place in early February 2019. Milania wasn't a model, but she did get on the runway to perform her single. Teresa was undoubtedly one proud mama, and even fellow castmate Danielle Staub sat front row to support. According to a February 2020 interview with People magazine, Teresa had, quote, known for a long time that she was going to separate from her husband of 20 years. This came after months of the star trying her best to take her marriage one day at a time. News of the split surfaced in late 2019, but the couple has yet to divorce. Though Teresa's children had undeniably dealt with a lot of changes within their family in the 5 years leading up to the breakup, they took the separation surprisingly well. During the season 10 after show, Teresa admitted that her kids were doing all right despite all of it. She added, "They didn't say anything. They had nothing to say. I guess if they were not happy about it, I would have heard about it. I didn't hear anything, so I like that. It's been a long time."
He said to me, yeah, I feel, I just want you to know I feel nothing for you.
He said that?
He told me, he's like, go find somebody else. And he's like, I won't even be mad.
This isn't the first time the couple faced problems. According to Entertainment Tonight, Teresa almost called off their wedding 2 decades prior when Joe made her sign a prenup. The curious thing about that prenup is that it reportedly had a no cheating clause. So which one of them voided that contract? Perhaps sometimes people are just better off as friends. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite celebs are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.